slowly first to get numb. It could be in the hands, it could be in the feet. If you're looking for a radiator, someplace warm, it just seems like it's unending. And it's called frostbite. And so many of us have been introduced to frostbite in one way or another, living here in Western New York and in Canada. And to talk about frostbite, in particular in your feet, is Dr. Reuter Francis, who is former president of the Podiatry Association here in Western New York. I know that I like to wear fashion boots, and that's not necessarily a good idea, is it?
No, that's one of the most common reasons for getting frostbite up here, is not having the proper shoe gear on.
Well, what do you recommend, Roy? I mean, that's what they sell. I mean, I don't really have a good excuse except that's what they sell.
They sell to women for fashion rather than for safety or comfort. Women should have as much room inside their boots as possible to allow them to wear a couple of pairs of socks, because layering is just as important in the feet as it is with the sweaters and stuff for your chest.
Well, what is frostbite? How does that happen?
Frostbite is the actual destruction of tissue by freezing. And it happens when the tissue is in contact with cold for too long.
Yeah. But does that vary with the person? I mean, I feel frostbite coming on, I swear, after 15 minutes of being outside when it's really cold.
Sure. Women are much more prone to it than men are, because women's circulation goes to the midsection and not as much to their extremities. So they don't have as much blood getting there in the first place.
Yeah.
Also, smokers, every time they light up a cigarette, they decrease the circulation to their feet. So if you've been smoking for a while, eventually you're going to have trouble with the circulation. If you go out in the cold, it makes it that much worse.
Yeah. So if you feel like you have frostbite in your toes, and I mean you're just really uncomfortable, what do you recommend we do?
Well, if you know that it's cold out, you can't see your toes, so you don't know that it's changing color, it's getting ashen looking. So you got to go by feel. And I tell people to wiggle their toes around.
Yeah.
And if they don't feel them, if they can't feel them when they wiggle them, then that means that they're losing sensation, which is the first sign of frostbite. They should get warm. Go inside and warm up.
Okay, and then just you put that toe or that foot on top of the radiator, or?
No. The thing you want to do if you suspect frostbite is rapid rewarming. And the best way to do that is by putting it in warm water.
Yeah.
However, it's important to get the temperature between 100 degrees and 104 degrees. If it's too cool, you're not going to warm it up fast enough to save the toe.
Oh, I see.
If it's too warm, you're going to do more damage by burning the tissue. So I suggest that you use a thermometer to make sure it's in that temperature range.
Okay. So, and this is a very common occurrence, obviously, here in this area. If you can't seem to get over the numbness, do some people end up in the hospital with frostbite?
Sure.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, in severe cases, amputations occur.
Oh, we don't want that to happen, do we, Roy? So the recommendation here is to wear 2 pairs of socks if you can, and those fashion boots of yours, but get them a little bit bigger. Be smart rather than fashionable when it comes to your feet. Thanks for being on the show and letting us know about frostbite, Roy.
Thank you.
I'm Susan McKay. Have a good afternoon.